Hello everyone, just checking into this video. So I come to you with the preview of the Formula 1 Heineken Dutch Grand Prix 2023, which will be in Netherlands. Another name for Netherlands is Holland, and yeah, the circuit will be Zandvoort. So here's the Pirelli preview, and Pirelli is the tire supplier for Formula 1. It's been for a few years now. So yeah. So let's move on. So the number of laps you have for the Grand Prix on the Sunday is going to be 72 laps. And then the race distance will be 306.587 kilometers. And converting that to miles, let me just check quickly. Okay. So 1 kilometer is like 0.621 miles. So let's type it in. So you got 306.587. So that's 190.509 miles, which is reasonable in a Formula 1 car. You know, the Formula 1 car can do it with no problems. And the circuit length for each lap is 4.259 kilometers. So 4.25. So when I put it in the calculator, it says 4.259 kilometers. That's 2.646 miles for each lap. And then the lap record is held by Lewis Hamilton in 2021 with a 1:27.096. Now, moving on to more specifics, the more specific characteristics of the track. So, looking at traction, you got 4, which is near the maximum. So, minimum is 1 and maximum is 5. And traction, you have number 4. So, it's basically saying that there's gonna be a lot of grip, coming out of the corners, and the tires will match very well with the track. And then you got asphalt grip, which says 2. So asphalt grip says 2. Here I'm a bit surprised because it's saying 2, but that's the grip that is given us at the moment, so that's quite low, and maybe they should look at improving the asphalt. And then you got asphalt abrasion is giving us medium, which is 3. Asphalt abrasion, which is 3. So it's showing that the tires are gonna suffer a little bit, but they won't suffer as much because it's in the middle. And then track evolution, you got 4. So here the track evolution is when the track evolves over the weekend. So the track evolving over the weekend, you got Friday practice, then you got Saturday, you got one more practice in a qualifying session, and then Sunday you have the race. So by the time it's like qualifying session, the truck should have rubbered in. There should be rubber on the ground, and the cars should pick up a bit of speed throughout the weekend. So moving on onto tire stress, it says 5, and one reason I can think of that is the sand from the shores, because the track is very close to the sea, so probably the sand coming onto the track will cause the tires a lot of stress, and it's a high energy circuit as well, and it's a fast speed circuit. So there's gonna be a lot of tire stress. And then braking, it says 3. So here it's showing that there's no heavy braking points on the track. There's enough, just to slow you down from time to time, but there's no heavy braking points that will slow you down completely and bring the braking down. So the braking is at 3, and the lateral stress is at 4. So that means that you're gonna be doing a lot of turning, and there's a few corners on the track, maybe about 13, 14, or 15. So that's showing you that there's gonna be lateral stress on the tires as well. and then downforce it says 4. So the track is pretty good on downforce, and you can pick up speed. That's what that means. You can pick up speed and drive a car really well. So moving on to the circuit itself, you have sector 1, sector 2, and sector 3. I'm sure there'll be about 2 DRS zones as well. And also moving on to the tires that will be used, you have the C1, which is the hard tire, and it's got a white painting around it. And then you have the C2 tire, which is the medium tire, which has the yellow painting around it. And then you have the C3, which is a soft tire, which has the red painting around it. And it depends on what strategy you want to use in the race. It depends on how fast the tires are responding. You can go with the hard tires and go long into the race and make one pit stop, or you can go with a medium tire, which will allow you to make one pit stop as well, or you can go with a soft tire where maybe you might have to take an extra pit stop. So moving on to the EOS camber limits, the front tires you got -3 degrees, and the rear tires you got -5 degrees. And then the minimum starting pressures of the tires, the front tires, you have 24.0 psi, and then the rear tires you have 21.0 psi. And here it says subject to changes after FP2. So after free practice 2, the teams are going to talk about it and find out if they need to make any changes on the tire pressures and the camber limits. So yeah, here's my preview of the Dutch Grand Prix in Zandvoort, which is gonna be this weekend. So it's gonna be on the 25th to the 27th of August. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some information out of it. So if you like the content, you could just share it, you can comment, you can like it, and then yeah, just let me know your thoughts on Formula 1 and this weekend's Grand Prix. So I'll be back again with another video. And yeah, this is Formula 1 Analyst, and my other channel is Motorsport Progression. So please don't forget to follow. And yeah, I'll be back with another one. Take care.